What's going on, people? How do you like my fucking green counter? Winning. Alright. Today I want to talk about the Sony PlayStation and also the Breaker Pro boot disc. Now, if you saw my video on the PS Exchange, this is going to be a little different. This thing is a little different. I'm going to unbox that in a minute, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about the PlayStation first. Came out in '95 here in the United States. And it was one of the first 32-bit consoles, true 32-bit consoles. But CD burners were getting real popular at the time. So Sony was like, hey, let's put a copy protection on this bad boy. And the way they did it was on every authentic store-bought or otherwise, PlayStation Black disc, there is a code written right here on the CD. Well, actually, this is a pressed CD. But anyway, there's a code right around here on the CD. Okay. Standard CD recorders cannot burn that code. And what that code is not only the copy protection, but it's the country code as well. When the PlayStation boots up, it looks to see if that string of letters matches what's inside it. Okay, so mine's an American console. I can only play American discs because, the American disc matches the American console. If I were trying to play a Japanese game on this console, it wouldn't work because it's a Japanese game. It has a Japanese code, whereas mine has an American code. I have an American PlayStation. It's Japanese to American. No, it's gonna say this console's gonna say no. That's a Japanese game. Same with backups. Backups don't have the thing at all. Imports show a foreign one. Backups don't have it at all. One way around that is to get a mod chip installed. You actually have to solder it into the main board. That's difficult for some. When I first did it, I think I fucked up like 1 or 2 PlayStations. I don't know. It's like, if you have, mediocre soldering skills, you can do it, but it's a bitch. You gotta fucking unscrew this thing and take it apart, and it's a hassle. So another way is the boot discs, as you know from my other video. There's also a Game Shark type thing called a game enhancer that attaches to the back. This is a 9001 model, so it doesn't have the expansion port, the serial port or parallel port, whatever port back here. Sony took it off because they were like they figured out that people were using it, to play, illegal copies. Now, I don't condone, illegal copies of video games. If you have the original game, back it up, But other than that, it's whatever. So, the way this, let's unbox this. Oh no, I had this problem last time. Okay. Let's see here. Get a same as the PlayStation Exchange or the PS Exchange 2, whatever the fuck it is. You get a little slide card, PVC card, whatever, and a spring. This will work with the PlayStation 2 as well, so it comes with a slide card like the Swap Magic does. And this is the actual Breaker Pro CD. It's silver like the other PlayStation Exchange 2 that I have. It's not black. It's not looking cool black like this is. on the bottom. You saw this last video, but fuck it, just in case people didn't see. It's black. Alright, get back in there. Okay, so, and the way that this works is technical fucking jargon. Whoever created the disc actually had access to a pressing plant, and it's a process called growing and splicing. They've actually taken crap off of original CDs, the code, the string of letters, the string of code, whatever you want to call it, and actually, you know, put it on this CD. Same as the PlayStation. These are pretty much the same fucking thing, except I'm gonna demonstrate this one. This one has a little more shit that doesn't actually work, but I'm gonna show it anyway. And let's see. This is an original copy of Driver 2, so I mean it can boot anyway. I just needed it to show you the black bottom. You know, isn't the copy protection. You know, some people claim that there's bad sectors or corrupt sectors or invalid sectors or checksums or whatever on the disc. No, that's false. And sectors, you know, 1 through 15 are not the copy protection. It's in the fucking wobble, and it's done at a certain frequency that the PlayStation checks for. It's technical. You have to fucking Google it if you really want to fucking know. I'm not gonna waste my fucking time telling you the technical bullshit. We're also gonna boot a import copy, right? Of actually, this is the Game Station version of Final Fantasy IX. So I'll show you that, and I'm gonna show you. This is an anti-mod chip game. That's another thing with mod chips, and also the boot disc, and I think the game enhancer. I'm not sure. Like I said last video, I don't know, but I think that it can detect a game enhancer too. But this is an anti-mod chip game, which Sony was like figuring out that people were installing mod chips in their system. Well, what a mod chip does is it injects the code for you, tricking the console into whatever region you're in. So, like, if I had a mod chip in this, all I had to do to play the backup, put it in, turn the power on. Okay, well, Sony was figuring out that people were using these things, make pirate copies, blah, 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 horseshit. And so they designed a few games that actually check for a mod chip. And the way that worked was the game looks for the mod chip code. Once the mod chip is on, it's on. And so the game looks for, you know, the code being sent to, you know, whatever part of the game it's set to go off at. It's like a time bomb. It's called libcrypt. Google if you want to know more. So it detects the chip because it's continuously pumping code until you turn the console off. Well, the way around that is to get a stealth chip installed. That's even more wires. The standard mod chip's like 3 or 4 wires. A fucking stealth chip is like 7 or 8. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's worth it, yes, if you know how to solder. But other than that, you know, use the fucking boot discs, you know, like I do. That console's not modified anyway, and neither is this one. My other one is. I got a few PlayStations. Yeah, I'm a geek. So, the way the stealth chips work is they actually inject the code at the beginning like a normal game would, and then they time out or shut themselves off or do something to go to sleep. That's why they're called stealth. Okay, so anyway, let's let's do this. Got some directions here. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I know how to do it already. Okay, so yeah, this is for the PlayStation 2, so I won't be needing that. Alright, so take shit. Put it right there for safekeeping for the time being. Okay, take your spring, and if you have this model PlayStation, take your spring, put it over this tooth like that, and there's a button underneath there. Make sure it's pushing it down. This will allow you to turn the console on without having to close the lid. You'll see the disc spinning and shit. Alright. So that's how you use the boot disc with the original PlayStation. I think I showed you this last video, but I'm not sure. But for the PS1, it's the PVC slide card thing, and you put it right there. Make sure to press it. You'll hear it click, and make sure to test it. Depresses the button underneath there. Test it out. Just turn it on and see if it spins. If it does, you're in good hands. If not, push it down there more or something. You know, make sure. Make sure you're able to leave the lid open. Alright, so take the Breaker Pro, put it in, turn it on. Now I forgot what website I got this thing off of. If you really want to know, leave a comment below. I'll find my receipt and I'll let you know. I got it for 20 bucks and some change. That was with shipping. That was total like $20.35 or some shit like that. Oops, I forgot to turn the TV on. Haha. But yeah, it was the cheapest I found. You know, other websites wanted $20 to $25 for it plus shipping. You know, and I just wasn't having that. Alright. Turn it on. And you'll get this fucking screen. Start game, game cheats. Yeah, it's like a fucking Game Shark too, just like the PS Exchange. The video mode, yeah, that's right. And TSC. Okay, the anti-mod killer, that's supposed to be an anti-mod chip killer, meaning the games like Dino Crisis that have the anti-mod chip shit in it, it's supposed to disable that. But it doesn't fucking work. Anti-AR killer. That leads me to believe that the anti-mod games can detect a game enhancer or action replay. I think they're called action replay. Mine's game enhancer. But it's supposed to disable that too. So I guess games do check for that. All right. So, but it doesn't fucking work. I mean, here, check this out. I'll boot Dino Crisis first. Let's see, turn that on. And go to Start Game. Push X. It'll say Insert CD, just like the PS Exchange. Take the thing out. Put the anti-mod game in. Now, you can patch these games so that the anti-mod check has been removed, but I believe I got this game from somebody else, and oh yeah, here, see, it didn't work. The anti-mod killer didn't work. I don't know what that says. Probably something along the lines of with the phone number from the shit in the last video that didn't work because it was detecting a mod chip in my other PlayStation. Okay, so there's only one way around that, and that's to go to the Game Shark portion of the thing and input a code, a Game Shark code that tells the it satisfies the console per se. It tells it, you know, what it wants to know, and it bypasses the anti-mod check, and you can thus play the game. But I don't know the code. If anybody knows the code or where I can get the code, leave a comment below. Alright, so now we are going to play a Final Fantasy 9 import from some dirty pirate in China. Oh, and right here, SCEA. Okay, that means America. See, it's checking right now. That's the that screen is when it checks the code on the disc. And European says SCEE, and Japan is SCEJ or SCEI. I don't know which one. Okay, so we don't have any codes. Video mode's good. Anti-mod killer, that doesn't even fucking work. Neither does that. I'm guessing because the other one didn't work. Why would that one? In fact, I remember trying it before and it didn't. And credits, which is nothing. It just says thank you for, you know, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna start the game. Take the shit out. Place your import. Your import backup. Backup import. I don't know what the fuck. Illegally press silver. And hit the button. Oh, it's one of these again. I have to tell it that I'm in America. Digging the music. I hope I hit the right button. Probably not. I probably hit PAL. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. I did hit PAL. Okay, well, anyway. Oops. The game boots. That's the fucking point of the whole thing. Is that this boots import backup import whatever this thing is, as well as, you know, CDR backups, and you don't need it for original games. Driver 2 is awesome. If you've never played it and you have a PlayStation, go out and buy it. If you have a PlayStation, and you have Driver 2, winning. If you don't have Driver 2 and don't have a PlayStation, go get the PlayStation and the fucking game. And while you're at it, get Final Fantasy 9 too. I'm gonna start playing this one because I'm getting back into, you know, old school gaming. You know, that was around when I was a fucking teenager. So yeah, go check that out too. And yeah. That about wraps it up. Say goodbye, Buta. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Oh, you're not saying goodbye. Oh well.